after we finished the aria, the house fell in, and I'm positive, my jaw went...
I once sing a video, and the other thing, they would take away 1, 2, be. They take away these mucus sound, with really pure mucus sound.
But if you cannot sit comfortably in the lower middle register and in the low register, forget it. Because you also have to put out sound while you're doing it.
But it's negotiating the break that makes the difficulty.
Absolutely.
Because, I mean, I've seen so many singers fall down in that repertory, and also handle, which is the handle contralto, it's the same problem. Mm-hmm. It's getting in and out of the break, with the chest voice and the middle voice.
Just that one figure that goes... That's a murder.
Well, of course, I suppose most people know nowadays that bel canto means beautiful singing. But of course, it's only the beginning of it. The bel canto era began with the great singers in the middle of the well, I suppose even the 17th century it started to begin, but it flourished and blossomed in the middle of the 18th century, even the early part of the 18th century, when the great castrati were at their peak. These, of course, were the artificial male singers who had these extraordinary, powerful soprano and mezzo-soprano voices, which we don't have anymore, I'm happy to say, rather.
Why don't you sing it again?
Semiramis? I'd love to, and very likely they'll do it in Sydney again, I think. But it's all, you know, the old schedule and the time, and when it's an opportune time and when it's not.
Even before the brain, anyway, from there is hearing. I am hearing one fraction before the note I am going to sing. Hear like Caruso means sing like Caruso. Because, of course, if you hear one note project like that, you are going to do that note, but you have to hear the note.
Then I learned an awful lot from Ricky about the style and just how to do it. And then, of course, we got a lot of books on it, too. But I think mainly you don't learn that much from the books, do you?
No, it's doing it. And it's studying music, of the other music of the period you want to sing. That's what helps you so much.
Right. And so now, of course, after doing it for all these years, so much of it is just ingrained that it just sort of happens naturally.
Bel canto became a high cult in the early 19th century, and of course it's in a way remained this. It's a style of singing. It's a very elegant way of singing. It's a way that's very hard to explain in words what it is. A concert of great singing, of great singers, can demonstrate it more than any written word or any spoken word. It takes a lifetime to learn about. It takes a lifetime to even begin to sing the real bel canto. It's something that many people desire, many people want it. Most people love it when they hear it. Very few people find out how to do it.
To be a real tenor voice, if you don't cover F sharp, and G, you are not a real tenor. You can be a fantastic singer, but not a real tenor voice. In another way, in another way, you make that thing like that. Okay. You can do it's a good sound, but this why? It's not elegant. If you do now that sounds simple. Take probably 10 years to make a sound like that.
One of the most important things, of course, is the legato singing. And how does one go about singing legato? You do this by joining the tones, uniting the tones. And we do this mainly by scales.
A singer is an athlete.
Generally.
Half athlete, half artist.
Generally. No, but generally is an athlete. Generally is an athlete because we are pushed.
Mr. Luciano, what exercise do you do basically at home if you want to warm yourself?
That's fine.
Just the same.
Let me do the same.
Yes, where do you want to start?
Did I touch the fa, the F? Did I touch the F? Yes. I know. I realized I did open. I realized I did open. It was an F. You see,
I have a scale that I learned many years ago from my main teacher, which is very good for mezzos or contraltos, which takes you down into your lower register and then brings you back up without bringing up all that weight from the low register. And that is just singing like this. So that you actually crescendo down there.
You use the control. It's control
Right,
of legato.
but you can crescendo into that lower register for the effect, but you don't bring up that dangerous weight of the chest.
And things like that are essential, but so many singers, the minute they start learning, they want to sing Che gelida manina. They want to sound like Pavarotti. It's not possible, is it? I suppose the heart of Bel Canto must be the real cantilena, isn't it? The long, flowing melodies.
Che faccia ad esempio col vocalizzo e poi con le parole?
Sì.
Allora,
Sì.
for example, vocalize is... This is the legato line. Now you have to put the word and don't lose this legato. Angelo di pace all'anima, la voce mia risuona. The voice is something who has vibration. And more longer the vibration are, better it is. Keep going up, like I make always the example of a jet who is going without make any break at all. Interruption.
Because it takes more than an old piano played by somebody out of practice to demonstrate that. You have to hear it sung by the human voice, which is the most glorious of all instruments. I firmly believe that there's no instrument in the world that can touch the human voice for communicating from one person to another.